Hey you, did you know that Ontario's water and land resources are at risk from climate change? Conservative authorities have identified and are responding to local impacts such as threats to water quality and supply, rising temperatures and changing precipitation patterns which reduce river flows and warm surface waters, creating more drought conditions and more frequent severe weather. More extreme rainfall is being experienced, leading to increased flood and erosion problems, reduced wetlands, degrading biodiversity, and increased health implications from climate change.
Scientists use satellites to monitor changes within climates and to compare them to past temperature records. Earth's average temperature is rising every year. Additionally, scientists take samples from various ecosystems to compare them with previous research. A conclusion they have reached is decrease in glacier size and melting ice sheets. Glaciers are considerably smaller compared to years ago. Ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica are melting, resulting in loss of polar and tundra biomes. When glaciers and ice sheets melt, water runs into the oceans, leading to rising sea levels. Increases in sea level can cause devastating floods. Furthermore, weather events such as heat waves and hurricanes are becoming more intense. Temperature and precipitation patterns are changing, as well as the distribution of many plant and animal species.
Well, how does that impact us?
Across Ontario, extreme weather events have become more frequent. Ontario is the second largest provincial producer of greenhouse gases, releasing more than 200 million tons of greenhouse gases per year. But climate change is not merely an environmental phenomenon.
Humans are indirectly exposed to climate change and its related health hazards through changes in weather patterns. Humans are also at risk for negative health effects from the impacts of climate change, including respiratory and cardiovascular disorders, risk of diseases such as Lyme disease, aggravation of allergy symptoms, and increased risk of food and waterborne illnesses and the possibility of injury, illness, or loss of life.
Here's a diagram showing different health implications from climate change across Canada.
Between 2030 and 2050, climate change is expected to cause approximately 250,000 additional deaths per year from malnutrition, malaria, diarrhea, and heat stress.
Although it is clear that climate change has an influence on human health, it is still difficult to predict the scope and severity of many climate-sensitive health hazards. However, scientific advances progressively allow us to accurately determine the risk and scale of these health threats more and more.
Created using Powtoon.